This is Megan Denon for Professor Starr's Fundamentals of Public Speaking class. Today I'm going to talk about social media, and I love social media. I love it. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I use them in varying capacities. Twitter I've never really quite gotten a hold of. Facebook, I really limit who I interact with on Facebook. That's mostly my family and friends. So it's a really small private group of people. And then I have my Instagram, which is kind of my more, I would say, like anonymous behind the screen social media. I mean, I post selfies and things of that nature, but I have about 2,900 followers on Instagram. So it's just a different level of interaction. And I don't really personally know a lot of my followers. So it's just a different dynamic than my Facebook. But I spend a lot of time on social media. And this week, my kids are going back to school, so we're gearing up for the fall, for all the activities that come along with that. And I was feeling really overwhelmed, and I thought, how can I center myself, and how can I get ready for this school year? I'm just trying to keep up with everything. So I decided to kind of take a break from my social media. So I'm on day 3, and I feel so much better. And so I decided to kind of use that idea for the premise of the speech, and I just decided to research taking a break from social media. I had kind of seen over the years snippets of things where people say, you know, taking a break from social media is a good idea, and so I decided to find some scientific backing for that. I came across this study. It was actually a Danish guy, Morten Trumholt, who did this study for the Happiness Research Institute. And he used 1,095 people, and he had a treatment group and a control group. And the treatment group was giving up their Facebook for a week, and the control group was maintaining their usual level of activity on Facebook. And so after 1 week, the treatment group reported a significantly higher level of life satisfaction. And so that was really intriguing to me. And then I came across this article for Bustle.com where the author, Megan Grant, lists 4 science-backed reasons to take a break from social media. Her first reason was social media actually creates isolation. Second is it brings out unhealthy competitive behaviors. Third, it's constant comparison to the lives of others. And fourth, social media addiction. Now, addiction usually is used in describing some sort of substance abuse, like drugs, alcohol, but then there are also behavioral addictions. Both behavioral and substance addictions are characterized by an inability to control how often or how intensely you engage in an activity, even when you feel the negative consequences. And that was summed up by Maria Konnikova in an article for The New Yorker that she wrote that was also talking about social media addiction. And it's become a social and psychological issue. And as addiction relates to mental health, I started looking more into the science of that addiction and that contribution to mental health that social media has. And I found a study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology that states that there's evidence that people feel depressed after spending a great deal of time on Facebook because they feel badly when comparing themselves to others, which goes back to Megan Grant's article about comparisons to the lives of others. And I definitely have noticed that myself when comparing myself to other people on social media, and it can be detrimental to your mental health. So going back to Trumholt's study, that treatment group that took a week-long break from Facebook, they at the end of the study, they reported feeling happier and were less sad and lonely. They were engaging more with their actual friends, creating an actual social circle and not relying on a media social circle. So with that being said, I'm going to continue my media break. I'm going to log off my Facebook. You can't really see it. Sorry for the glare. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. Just take a little break, and I think it'll help you feel a lot better. It definitely has improved my week.